Warning, the following is intended for immature adult audiences. Please do not attempt any of these stunts or activities mentioned in this podcast, future podcasts, or previous podcasts. Wrinkleberry Sackosaurus. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
I'm dying now. Wrinkleberry.
What's up, Beer League hockey fans and fellow dumpers? Welcome to another unedited, unfiltered, worldwide Dump and Skate podcast. The number one Beer League hockey podcast in the Bluffton, Hilton Head area, Pooler, Georgia area, and the Aurora, Oswego, and Naperville, Illinois area, and the countries of Israel, Canada, Colombia, and Bosnia. I'm the podcast scheduler, social media content creator, official video and audio editor, the broken, old, and decrepit bender, the infamous ball buster, the podcast graphic designer and merch creator. I am the admin's bitch and sounding board, Jeremy, the old dry heave ho, Abdoo.
Dry heave ho.
With me, as always, the man that makes this podcast possible, the only producer that doesn't do any editing, the talent of the podcast, but not on the ice, the most loyal friend and brother that will always have your back on and off the ice, the team dad, the one I used to nag about uploading podcasts, but now I have to nag about doing a podcast. 24 hours later, we're doing it. Jeremy, I made Abdoo listen to my shoe shopping experience, Holland.
Sackleberry Saurus, or whatever you called it.
Wrinkleberry Sackling-saurus.
Sackosaurus. Ooh, man. Shout out to the 40-plus locker room. Good night. That's an incredible locker room, by the way.
It is.
It was probably the one we had the most question marks around, but since the addition of Vogel, I think it's really like ratcheted up.
Vogel adds a little bit of
Vogel is definitely Zero's team, travel
Yes.
team quality.
it is for sure more of like a what is it? A pageant locker room vibe now.
Pageant?
Yes.
I
Very
don't even know what that means.
very light and fruity.
You were a pageant
Yes.
girl when you were younger?
100%. Do you not watch Honey Boo Boo? I just feel like
Nope. Never have.
me neither.
Honey boo booasaurus. Great time of day. All right. Well, let's get into it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all shapes, sizes, and flavors? Welcome into your favorite Beer League podcast, the one and only Dump and Skate podcast. We are super excited to be back with you guys today. Yes, it has been probably a week since we've shot one. Yes, that is 100% my fault, just being busy with life in general, hockey a little bit, but mostly life. And so glad to be back with you guys. Glad that you guys are listening. If you have not, yet, please go to all of our social medias, like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. Excuse me. The podcast broadcast with that joke got me swallowing like my water or something, and now I'm hacking and dying here. I think the podcast broadcast, like you mentioned last time, have really broadened people that found us, and so
Yes.
grab your friends' phones when you're with them and follow all of our social media stuff. Help us drive these. Drive some more visitors to the show. Yeah, so if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
Speaking of podcast broadcast,
Yeah.
we got one Friday, 7 o'clock, and Saturday at 4.
That's
so
right.
Check us
And
out
the
on our
boys-
YouTube channel.
The
It's the
boys
last
are
home
back.
games.
The boys are back together finally for this one. So we shot the very first one together. Then you had to shoot the second one, day 2 of the very first weekend by yourself because I had something I had to get to. Then their home game at Market I had to do by myself because you were under the weather for that one. And then the last, what was it, 2 games they did?
Last 2 games.
Last 2 games they did at home you had to do by yourself because I was traveling
Finally,
on
we're
the
back.
road with the kids. Yeah, so we're finally back. The 2 of us will both be in attendance for both of these, both the Friday night and the Saturday afternoon one. So, yep, you get the full-blown Dump and Skate team, including our wonderful and beautiful video team, Zach and Lindsay Sprints. This cough, I'm afraid, is going to hang the entire podcast. So this is going to be awful. So really quickly, too, want to let you guys know, Abdoo's going to help fill in the gaps here. But in his background, you see the tournament that we are really, really excited about. Going to be at All Seasons this summer, August. Tell me the dates again.
August 22nd through the 24th.
There it is. Sponsored by Zeros. Your boys Dumpin' Skater. We're going to be a co-sponsor of this All Seasons. Tell me the bar.
Chicagoland Print,
Chicagoland
B&R
Print, Sports,
and Crossbar food, grilling food.
There we go. Yep. So come out. We're working on putting some nice goodie bags together for all the teams now. Should have some pretty cool things, and then we can't give alcohol away, but we're working on having Zeros swag and things there, so you guys can experience, all of that. So we're really excited about it. Our team will be up. I think we're trying to get two, maybe three teams from the area to go up, and so should be a really good time. Should be a good group of guys from the Chicago area as well playing, and so really, really excited to get up there. So registration is open now, and there's a discount if you register in the first 30 days or something. Is that right? What'd you tell me?
Register by June 12th, and you get $100 off. Go to All Seasons Ice Rinks with an S.com. You'll see hockey. Click on that tab, and then it'll be summer tournament right there. Go right there, and then you'll see the flyer that I have in my background. If you want, you can message me on our social media. I can give you more information, and I've been posting a lot about it on everything. So any questions, go check that out and let us know. We'd love to. I'm really working hard on getting Zach and Lindsay to go. I really, really want them to go. No pressure. Really want you guys to go.
Do it or else you're not his friend anymore is what he said to me off air. So I wasn't supposed to say that on air. I'm sorry.
I don't care. Say it. It's fine.
So yeah, we're really excited about it. Should be a fun event. Excited to get Abdoo back up to his hometown, show off all of his new friends to all of his old friends, and just everybody have a good time together playing hockey and hanging out. So excited. Should be good. So before we get going any farther on anything else, we want to throw a couple of shout outs here. Number one, our boys at B&R Sports, brsport.com. Hit them up for anything you need hockey. Sticks, gloves, any kind of equipment, they've got it. Give them a call. Check them out online. Like I said, brsport.com. Any kind of jersey needs you need for your beer league, men's, women's team, your kids' teams, whatever. Let those guys hook you up. They do a fantastic job. And so a bunch of the men's leagues teams down here have used them for their sweaters, have gotten nothing but compliments from all of them. Fantastic quality. We've been rolling ours for going on 2 years now, and so everything's jersey-wise holding up phenomenally well. They look really, really good. Of course, our team went with the reversibles. They look sick. I think most people don't even realize that we have reversible because we're the only red team in the league, which is really weird. And so we usually wear our reds, but we've flipped them a couple of times and worn the whites when we've done some pickup stuff. And guys freak out, and they're like, whoa, those reverse, those look sick, those are incredible. So nothing but compliments. The boys at B&R Sport, of course, obviously hooked us up, did a great deal getting those to us and got them to us quick. So we appreciate that. We appreciate those guys. So anything you need, hit them up. Tell the boys that J Squared sent you. So, and then secondly, we want to give a quick shout out to some new friends of the show. I say new friends. Abdoo's known at least one or both of them. One of them for a little while now, but a hockey wax company. They go by the name WizKey Hockey on Instagram and all their other social medias. That's WIZKEY_hockey. Excited about them. Placed an order with them. Got a few tins of wax on the way. So they do some hand pouring of wax. They're working on some new formulas. They've also got some swag, T-shirts, and things like that that they have come out with here recently. So give them a look up. Some friends of ours, the Sprinces, have bought some wax from them. They really like it. So got some good flavors. So if you're into that sort of thing, eating it in the locker room, knock yourself out. Otherwise, just like everybody else, you'll just smell your stick. And so we did watch a couple of the U10 kids put some other brand wax on their stick and then lick their sticks when we were
no way.
Dead serious.
You're not.
And the kids were bragging about how they think it's like this one tastes this way. I was like, boys, I think this is a really stupid idea. Should probably stop.
Was your kid one of them?
No, my kid looked at them like, what is wrong with you? So, yeah, that's right. WizKey Hockey, WIZKEY_hockey. I'm excited about getting it in. They shipped it out to me late last week, so hopefully I'll get those in first of this week. Get to butter up the stick and give them a go. Not like it's going to help me be anything more than crap, but, at least my stick will smell nice. Like a very beautiful scented candle from, what was that place that used to sell candles?
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Bed Bath and Beyond. There you go. So we're looking forward to it. So shout out to those guys. Give them a look up. They're really reasonably priced. Like I said, I think I got 3 tins from them and it wasn't too bad. Plus they, whatever the shipping was. So we'll get prices and things from them. And I think we're going to try to have them on the show, do a brief segment with them, talk a little bit of beer league hockey with them, but also let them talk up what they're doing. So we've also got some other stuff in the works, sent out some messages today to some other vendors. So hopefully we'll have some cool stuff coming for you guys in the very near future about some other gear and things like that. I know that Berlin hangs on every word we say when we talk about gear. So Berlin, if you could hurry up and get that stick order moving quicker, that'd be fantastic. At this point, we're going to start telling everybody here that it's your fault that they don't get the sticks until after the season's over because you get a summer league and we don't. So I don't know what email you got to send to these guys, but tell them, please try to move a little bit quicker. I'm just kidding, Berlin, but I'm not really. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So normally we have a topic we want to roll into each week, or every podcast for that matter. This week, topic is hyper specific because we just had a game this past week that had a lot to talk about post game. It had me in a really, really bad mood after the game. And so really quickly, we'll just kind of get into what kind of had us going, and then we'll share our experiences. So our 40 and over team plays on Mondays, and they are, you're going to have to hold on one second.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
So,
hold tight, everyone.
Look, the whole Holland household is now part of the podcast. We have Sarah, his dogs. I think his kids made a cameo camera appearance too. So I feel like I'm going to just get the squeeze, bumped right off the podcast. And
we're going to stop calling it the Dump and Skate.
It's going to be the Dump and Holland.
Holland House podcast. It's just going to be my kids running around in the background making ridiculous noises, the dogs screaming at each other and barking, and then Sarah and me telling everyone to stop. So, all right, back to it. So back to the hockey portion of this. Yeah, so our 40-plus team has been on the struggle bus this season. We have been fighting tooth and nail to try to get a win, and we've just been getting stuffed into a box every single week for that matter. So we did have a win within our grasp, but
I happened.
Abdoo happened and forgot that the object of the game when you are ahead by 1 goal and there's only about 30 seconds left in said game is to chip the puck out of your zone and force the other team to reset. And Abdoo instead decided to play soccer with the puck for a moment, give it away to the other team so they could score and we could tie. So at least we didn't lose that game, but we should have won that game.
Still got an assist.
Yep. So get the points wherever you can, I guess.
I can't score a goal worth a damn. So
yeah. So we're in last place. We played the team that was just ahead of us. Both times we've played them, they picked up subs. Both times those subs have made massive differences in how the game has turned out. And so last time we played them, I was really irritated. The sub they picked up, very good player, very much had his hand on how the game went, whether it was what he did defensively, what he did offensively, and frustrating. And I voiced some of my frustration late in the game when that player scored a goal to make it go from a 2-goal win to like a 3-goal win, right? And there's only, I think, 3 minutes left in the game. It was just very irritating to me, and I made some comments. Well, there was a guy on their team, Red Sox, who popped off at the mouth at me about making a statement. And his statement was something to the effect of like, well, we're just hustled hard, or we just, out hustled you guys. And I said,
a beer league, a total dumbass beer league comment.
Yeah. Just, I wasn't yelling or anything. I was just like, man, come on. Like icing the game with 3 minutes left by your sub. That's like clearly the best player on the ice. Like that's not cool. And his comment was, oh, we just out hustled you guys. You guys just didn't work hard enough. Okay, dude. All right. So I was like, whatever.
That guy.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, buddy. And so guy comes to me and apologizes. I think post game was like, hey, I didn't understand what you meant. Like, I said, whatever, man. Like, you guys have a sub that just thumps us, And I said, because whatever. I said, we haven't won a game all season. You guys have, beaten us here. So congratulations. If we play, actual team to actual team, it probably makes a little bit of a difference. So that was the first time we played them. Second time we play them, they picked up 2 guys. Again, they were short, so they needed players. They pick up 2 guys, but their captain comes to me and is like, hey, we have another guy. The guy is not in our league, but he is somebody that league admins and several other people know who he is. I don't want to give away exactly who he is, but he is a part of the organization, just not on the beer league, not on the rec league hockey side of things. And also, anyways, they asked if he could skate, and I said, well, it's going to make 11. I was like, and if he's a really good player, like that stinks for us because we haven't won anything all season, and you already have 2 subs to get to 10, and you're asking to get another one to come in. And so I said, I'm not really sure how you want me to respond to that. That stinks. And so I turned and looked at you and I told you, I was like, hey, look, this guy might be coming. You were like, what are you telling me for? I was like, I'm just letting you know. Like, I've kind of told him, whatever, if that's what the guy's going to come, the guy's going to come. Right. So,
well, he also asked me, and
yeah,
more people in the league than I do. People know me, but I don't know them. So I just figured, okay, I thought you knew who this guy was. Like I do. A better relationship than what, like,
correct.
So I'm like, all right, well, I asked you, what do you think? And then you're kind of like, I don't know. I just, I said yes, whatever. So I figured, okay, it was cool, but I had no idea the guy was going to be.
Well, then what are you supposed to do in the moment when somebody tells you,
in the middle of a game, tell him to screw off?
Basically, I told this guy that he could come and skate with us, and now he picked up 2 subs, and so now I realize that he's going to make 11. Are you cool with him still coming and skating with us, kind of thing?
I hear it again. Yeah.
I think the frustration kicks in for you and for me and maybe, I don't know that our guys were necessarily frustrated. It was more so you and me. But that, like, hey, we've lost every game we've played. And a lot of them, it's like, it's not even been competitive. Like, we're losing by 3 and 4 goals. Like, it's just, it's tough. And again, our team is not what everybody else's team is currently. So we not, it's not like we're mad at our guys for not playing the right way or anything crazy like that. It's just, hey, we're at a disadvantage. And the one time we might be on semi-equal footing, oh, hey, we want to, you guys mind if we disadvantage you even more. So it wasn't the intention of their captain. I get it. It's not what he's trying to do on purpose. However,
his subs are pretty legit subs. Like,
correct. And to be fair, they don't have a ton of talent all over their roster as well. So I get it. He's trying to get something to help his guys out. He did have a good guy on their roster that apparently bailed after last season. I have no idea why.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I added depth to their roster this season with guys that I think we knew were known commodities, because I knew that they were a roster that was in trouble last season. They went through last season. I think they only won a couple of games last season. So, or maybe 1 game. So anyways, so fast forward to this time we're playing them. I'm not thrilled about what's going on this past Monday. And we get on the ice, and I can tell we're going to be kind of a disadvantage. And Red Sox guy is kind of at it again. He's a bit of a try-hard, comes down the ice, and I hit the brakes along the boards right in front of our bench. And instead of, reaching for the puck or anything like that, he whacks me in the back of my elbow, like with the end of his stick. I mean, not even it's not even close to playing the puck or anything. So it stung a bit, and I yelled and was like, yo, can you keep your stick down? Right? So he skates off, no big deal. I watch him whack another guy in the hands on our team. And same kind of thing. Like, he's skating back and he's back checking, and instead of making contact with even the shaft of the stick, he's whacking guys in the wrists and stuff. And so we line up for, I don't know, a face off of some sort. And I said, hey, dude,
it was after the goal. And is this when you're lined up next to Ponton, or is this
no? It wasn't Ponton.
Okay.
It was with him. It was with him, and I looked at him. I said, hey man, look, can you just keep your stick off of guys' arms and hands? And he immediately does the same thing he did the last game we played him, where he's just got, I don't, whatever you want to say, belittling comments to make. Basically starts mouthing off that I do nothing but complain. That's all you do is ever complain. Why don't you just be quiet and play hockey and stop complaining? And I said, I said, okay, no problem. And so what was kind of rattling through my mind was, I'm going to take my stick and make you wear it like a necklace, and then we'll see who's complaining and whining about anything. So didn't say anything to the guy, but basically from the moment he kind of got mouthy again, I said, again, this is beer league, so whatever. And please come at me in the comments if you want to for what I'm about to say. I'm totally fine with it. I very rarely do this, and I hate doing this because I'm a league admin. But sometimes you just get a little frustrated. And as we've said before, a man can only take so much. And
Right,
I'd kind of had enough of it. And so that shift, he ends up down low behind our net. He goes to come out in front of our net with a little bit of momentum. And I put my shoulder in his chest and put him on his back right beside our net, like feet pointing at the rafters and everything. And definitely 100% should have taken a penalty for roughing or whatever you want to checking, whatever they would have called. It would have been, the right thing to call on me. But no call was made miraculously enough. Goalie covers the puck and guy pops up and immediately starts running his mouth. I don't cuss, but for the sake of this story, I'll tell you, the guy immediately pops up and was like, "You're such a bitch. You're such a bitch," and started calling me names. So I said, "Really?" I said, "You can say that from your back, huh?" And so he kind of walked towards me just a little bit. So my inclination was to reach forward and like get a handful of cage, but I know that that's kind of a huge no-no. So I did the maybe less no-no part, but still, again, not a great thing. I checked for where the referees were at, and they were behind me, so they couldn't see particularly well. So I reached up under like his chin cup with my hand and snatched down on his helmet one good time just to see kind of if he was all talk or if he
what
had
he was going to do,
to
right?
yeah, if he had any backbone to him. And he got a little wound up. I could see it made him pretty mad, and but he never swung or anything like that at me, and so just kept calling me, the B word over and over, and left. And so I was like, I'm again still just defiant, like he ain't done nothing wrong and whatever. And so we lined back up for another face-off, and that's when I lined up with Andy, who's a good friend of ours and knows me well and knows that I don't get angry very easily. And so I looked at him and said, "Hey, if your boy Red Sox does not calm down, I'm going to catch him open ice and I'm going to send him off the ice on a gurney. Like I'm losing my patience for the guy in his mouth." And Ponton said, "Who?" And I explained to him and so Andy voiced his opinion about the guy.
And that's when their other guy that isn't in the league started running his mouth saying, you're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna do shit. And I just said,
Correct.
You don't even belong in this league, bud.
There you go.
And this is where the tempers start building up a little
so
bit.
my emotions kind of got everybody ramped up. Obviously, clearly, I ran the guy over. I'm sure that affected the tone on their bench.
Yep.
Andy listened to what I was saying, and I think Andy must have gone to their bench and said something to the guy, because the next time he hits the ice, he skates up to me in the face-off circle, and he's like, "Hey, my bad about the stick thing, whatever." And I was like, whatever, dude. At this point, it doesn't even really matter. Like, I didn't whine and complain to the guy. I've simply said, can you keep your stick off my hands and my arms? Like, just play the puck and stuff. Mm-hmm. And his auto reaction is to talk about whining and stuff. So I'm like, the apology at this point is whatever. I mean, even post game, the guy, of course, we have one set of showers here. So I was walking out of the showers. The guy comes walking me. He's like, "Hey, good game, man."
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, I hate that.
Swallow a sock full of nails at this point. Like, it's really cool for you to
dirty
tell me good
sock
game.
that came out of your dog's butt.
Yeah. Or underneath, some high school kid's computer desk. So it's really cool to be like, "Good game, way to go," after you've won the game. Like, come over here and swallow that medicine after we pump you 6-1 or something, and then come talk to me about good game and all. So I was like, whatever. I was super irritated. I stayed irritated the rest of the night about it. It was not good. And so
I've never seen you
fine
like
now.
that. I played with you for
it's
almost 2 years now.
Couple years now,
and I haven't seen you that irritated.
It drives me nuts when guys take wax and stuff. It's your hands. Like I just.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So it just got under my skin. So, but obviously my interaction with the guy got the temperatures raised a little bit, and your temperature got raised a little bit. So I'm going to kick it to you and let you tell about your portion of the.
This is maybe 2 shifts after you were talking to Ponton, like saying, "Look, I'm going to bury the guy," and the guy that doesn't belong in the league is like, "You're not going to do anything. You're not going to do shit." First of all, the guy was hammered too. Just hammered.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Had no business being out there in the first place.
Yep.
At the face-off circle in our zone, their defensive zone, our offensive zone, I accidentally ran into a guy. It was a complete accident. I skated over to him to apologize, and next thing I know, I just got molested from behind. And usually I welcome that. Welcome that.
Yep.
But this one, no, the guy, it was bad. And I just lost my mind because I called him a piece of shit. It got bad. The guy even said, the guy that I hit said, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine." Then I got like 3 guys on me. Like it was a gangbang. It was a complete gangbang.
Again, which is usually something you're like fist pumping for. Like, woo.
Look, it was a bukkake. And I was the
very
centerpiece.
unwelcome. Very unwelcome. This 100%. This one time was the very unwelcome one for you.
So there is a lot of. I'm surprised I didn't get a call. The referees were holding.
I mean, you
me
guys
back.
were definitely cross-checking each other pretty good.
I stayed out. I was gassed, but I was running my mouth.
Yep.
I was playing right wing at the time, and I just switched over left wing so I could be right next to him, and I'm running my mouth, and he's just running his mouth.
Well, but hang on. So the referees blow the play dead for literally no reason other than you two guys are chopping at each other, but they make no call.
Not one. That's why I said I thought I blew.
So it let me get on the ice, and I didn't say anything to you because I assumed it had been settled. And as I skate up as a centerman to take the draw, I'm listening to you and the guy going at it like what you're describing. And I looked at the ref and I go, "Hey, what did we blow the whistle for?" "Oh, I was just trying to calm him down." I said, "They're 3 feet away and they're steady jawing. Do you think you calmed them down? Like just put them both in the box or something."
And I am not trying to be a tough guy on the ice. Not trying to be a tough guy. I'll stand my ground and voice my opinion and voice how I feel when I play hockey. That's just the way I am. Then play stays in our zone because you're a good player and you just happen to make that play happen. And I cross-checked him in the back and knocked him over. He just laid down and he was yelling at the refs, this and that. Like, why don't you call that? Why don't you call that? Skate to the center ice, and he's just yelling at me. He's challenging me to a fight, and I said, "All right, helmets off, helmets off." And I'm like, "All right, that's fine." I unsnapped my helmet, and the guy's like, "Take your helmet off, take your helmet." I said, "Unsnap yours, and I'll take mine off." And he just skated away. So then whistle blew again. Didn't get a penalty, which I should have gotten a penalty. Thank goodness I didn't. Because
I was steadily telling you, like, "Hey, stop talking about taking your helmet off." Like, I can't really defend that.
You said you 100% just said I can't defend that, and I said I don't. And we went to the bench. And like, "Jeremy, please, I can't defend that." I go, "Not right now, Holland. I'm not listening to you." I skated to the locker room, and you go, "Wow, are you leaving?"
You got on the bench, and then after a couple of seconds, you left the bench and started skating off the ice.
And then you go like, "Are you leaving me? Are you leaving?" And then I just said. I didn't even talk. I was fuming.
No, you didn't say a word. You just left the ice.
I left the ice. And what did Abdoo do? In
did
your
some
words,
Abdoo stuff.
In your words, it's the most childish thing. I don't. It depends on who you ask. Pepper thought it was hilarious.
Hands down, one of the most
McNamara.
childish and petty things I've ever seen done in a beer league game.
Some people will beg to differ. Even their captain on the other team said it was the best chirp. So I go to the locker room and I grab, and I'm doing this for the podcast.
Did it come out of my bag?
No, it came out of mine.
Okay.
Because I have a pen in my bag too. Or thank God I did. I wasn't sure if I had one, but I didn't want to go through everyone's bag.
You'd have been cutting your finger to write it in blood or something.
So I just happened to have a pen in my bag, and on the back of this dump and skate sticker, I wrote, "Learn to skate is on Wednesdays." And then I skated. That was the longest wait to get back onto the ice.
Then you stood over by the door waiting for a stoppage of play to come back on the ice. I didn't even realize you came back on the ice. I saw you back over, and I saw the sticker laying on the ground. I was like, "What is he doing? Did he go get a dump and skate sticker to stick on the guy's helmet or something?"
I gave it right to the guy.
What happened?
I gave it right to the guy, and then I said, "You need to go there on Wednesday. You don't belong here." Skated onto the bench, and it was my turn to go out there. And I go, "You guys don't want me to go out there right now," because I would have. And I even said this. Out of respect for you, you were an admin. I didn't want to put you in a bad position if you had to suspend me, but I was borderline ready to go. Like you said, that I'm standing on one leg. I was ready to just do a unicycle crash and burn at him and just go full blown as fast as I could and just take him out. I mean, that's where my head was at. And then
slide tackle.
Yeah.
Pull a shake.
But for all those people that think Abdoo's immature, I made a very mature decision. I'm like, I can't go out there yet. Let me cool off.
To be fair, one mature decision does not preclude you from being immature. You are, in fact, immature.
But I made
one mature decision.
I did. and their captain was pounding on the glass, and I'm like, oh God, what does he have to say to me now? Like, I'm thinking, all right, I'm ready to just battle with this guy. He can't even play. He's not even, he's in street clothes. And then he just goes, Abdoo, that was the best chirp ever. And I said, pick up the sticker. It doesn't belong on the ground. All right, you treat that sticker with respect.
Even if the guy that gave it to you is being quite a bit disrespectful, you treat the sticker with respect.
100%. And he's like, I'm keeping that sticker. I cooled off, but now call me a hypocrite. I've talked about this. I've talked about this at on other podcasts, like the handshake line. It's all over with. It's all done with. You got popped in the chest. Your brother got shot. Someone shot the puck at him after the handshake line. I didn't do anything to that level. I just went up to him and I said, I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. And then to the guy that I had an issue with, to the drunk guy, and then to Red Sox, I said, you're my bitch. You're my bitch. You're my bitch. So, yeah. That game was probably, and look, can I just go ahead and tell everybody what we were talking about? Not a lot of people know this. I don't use it to like as a poor me story. We have talked about my motorcycle accident. I was in a really bad motorcycle accident. That's why I have a bad hip. 3 years later, after my hockey.
So, well, hang on. For context, the motorcycle accident stopped you from playing hockey for how long? Because of injuries and everything else.
Almost 4 years.
Okay, there you go. So it was, you had a 4-year hiatus from hockey because of motorcycle injuries, and after that, because of the damage done to you and the recovery and all, you don't move nearly as fluid as you used to.
Not at all.
Pre-motorcycle accident. But you love hockey. You wanted to get back out and keep doing it.
That is the main reason why I started to play again, because it's just a blessing that I could walk again, that I could run again. And for anyone that has passion for the game and loves the game, you guys understand, like, look, you'll play at whatever it takes, you'll just play. So 3 years after my motorcycle accident, maybe 4 years after my motorcycle accident, I started playing again. And I was in a really bad hockey accident to the point where I was paralyzed from the neck down for 2 weeks. I spent Easter weekend in the hospital. And I love my parents to death because in that whole span, I put my parents through the ringer with hospital visits and recovery and everything. So I was I was slew foot from behind. It was just a regular pickup game, a private skate. Everybody knows everybody. The guy that did it, I actually used to coach, and I worked with his dad for 11 years. I went to his high school graduation, so he was family to me. I had a lot of interaction with him and his family. The kid slew foot me from behind. I hit my head on the ice so bad. I was paralyzed from the neck down, had 2 seizures. And there was a lawsuit, 3 years. He was charged criminally and civil lawsuit. It was a mess. I never want to go through that again. But I told Zach, I said, look, Zach said at the game, he's like, when you guys get like that, it changes the whole demeanor of the game. And I told you,
talking about you and me.
Yeah. And I told Zach, I go, Zach, you know this. I was in a really bad accident, but when I get people that are coming at me like this with their stick, like the mouse, any kind of cheap shots, I lose my shit. And it's happened more here in Savannah than it has in back home since my return.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful that Savannah has hockey, but it just seems like it's happening way more down here. So that is my story. That is why I get really worked up. And this isn't an invite for people to push the buttons to see, let's make Abdoo snap. So
no, because like I told you, I was very close to removing the admin hat. Because again, you're my friend. And
thank you.
And I know your whole backstory. I know that a lot of guys give you a hard time in the league about cherry picking, and there's a certain amount of your game that is that, just plain and simple. However, some of that is physical limitations. You have a severely damaged hip that creates a lot of pain for you to be able to play, and so you don't advertise to everybody those sort of things. You just tell people you're old or you're bad at hockey or whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to make it my identity.
Yeah, you don't walk around with a T-shirt advertising like, "Hey, these are some of the injuries I've had that caused me to not be able to play at the speed I want to be able to play and stuff." And so, but I know all of that because you and I are close, and so I know the background. And so, the biggest thing that worries me is I think guys feel like, "Oh, hey, this guy's running his mouth," and therefore the natural next progression is like, if this guy can run his mouth, then he can take a, "Oh my gosh, you jerk! You sent an invite." I hate your guts. What is he doing? I thought he was doing something. He's opening something. I thought he was doing something weird. I was about to bring him on screen. All right, I'll finish this and then we'll bring him in. God dang it. I need to go change shirts. So yeah, I know that about you. It really, really, really irritates me. I worry that like when you get going with your mouth, the guys are going to retaliate and take a cheap shot. And that's where I'm like, hey, I'm going to have a hard time keeping my cool. It's no different than my brother. If somebody takes a cheap shot at my brother, for years, I've had a problem controlling myself. My wife quit coming and watching us play years ago when we played together because she was like, if anybody does something to your brother, like you turn into like a lunatic and it's not good. And so this guest that we're going to jump on here now has some of the same tendencies with his family when they play hockey.
And so Holland, I just want, for the record, I love you for that. I love you for that. You are one of the most loyal friends that will have my back like that. Not many people do.
Yeah. You know, so well, like I said, there's a lot that goes into why you play the way you play. There's also the fact that I know you don't have a lot of time left because of the injuries and stuff. And once you start having surgeries to fix a lot of that, it's going to be hard for you or almost impossible for you to keep playing. So you're trying to squeeze every drop you can out of this. And so, like I said, I would very quickly take off the admin hat and probably, do something really stupid. So, but speaking of people that have no problem being a little crazy on the ice.
Let's go.
Let's bring our good friend into the show. Oh God dang it! I hate your guts.
Did the other one pop up? Did the other one pop up?
Yeah. I guess we'll. God dang it. Freaking show's getting hijacked here. I hate all of you so much. Do not. Welcome to the show, Pete, and God, Grant. I love that you guys are on your phones.
Welcome.
I'm just trying to cook dinner right now, so.
We already ate dinner. My kids are trying to ruin my podcast. Oh, I hit the microphone.
Welcome to the podcast.
Holy smokes.
Boys.
Is that the same dog, Grant?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's huge.
Was he like 80 pounds now?
By the way.
Oh, he's like 80 pounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, Manettis. Last time you were picking him up, I think you could ride him now.
Yeah, I might be able to.
All right, boys, what's going on? I'm seeing
well,
that.
I was asked to come in and air some grievances.
So. I don't know how did you get this link? I didn't even know this was happening. What? This is the weirdest thing ever.
I just hijacked it. But no, I was just asked to talk about, we're talking about beer league problems. I want to talk about how the admins can just put their best team together, win three straight championships. And just sandbag the rest of their friends.
What are you doing? Look at Grant.
Puck is still in there. The puck is still in there.
I'm surprised it doesn't light up.
Or is that the sports hernia? Is that the sports hernia kicking out?
Maybe. No.
Go ahead, Pete. Go on with your story.
I was just airing that grievance. No, but I also was going to jump in. I didn't know that the topic was something that we were talking about, so I didn't know where you guys were at with some beer league bozos. So I was going to jump right in.
We were just talking about how I lost my shit on Monday. I unbuckled my helmet, challenged a guy. He told me he wanted to go toe to toe with me. I said, let's go, helmets off. I unbuckled my helmet. I said, now you, and he said, take your helmet off. And I said, unsnap it and I'll take it off. And he didn't do shit. That's when I went to the locker room, got a dump and skate sticker and wrote, learn to skate is on Wednesdays, and I skated back to his bench and gave him the sticker.
Well, that's what's always funny, man. As we played 40, is these guys that we don't even know just come up and they think they can just start with you. I think you said it before. It's really funny. And you've heard me from the bench go, who are you? And they start yelling at you. Are you even relevant?
So, Rossi, do you have any stories that people don't know who you are, or maybe they know who you are and you don't know who they are? And you've had a beef because there was one time at the beginning of the season, some guy hooked you and he called you for dive. He said that was a dive, and it clearly wasn't. The guy again molested you just like I got molested.
Yeah, I mean that happens a decent amount. It happens to anybody that's a decent skater in our league. They just hook, and if you fall, they think you dove. So that guy, that particular guy, I don't know if we can maybe just call him Drunky.
Yep.
That
He
that
hooked me
explains a
That's
down.
lot
fair.
of people. That
That's
Yeah,
explains
fair.
a lot of people in the league.
he
So
he hooked me. I won't call him out by name, but he drugged me down, got a penalty. There was no problem with it. He just, he stopped me from getting a breakaway, hooked me down, and got in my face, pushed me, and then for the rest of the game proceeded to take slap shots in the red line at me. It was kind of a really weird situation.
Somebody's been training their dog, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
you're gonna want to go to the 40 minute mark on our YouTube and just
Yeah.
go look
He
what
needs
happened.
He needs a Zeros jersey.
Yep. Speaking of zeros, we have the new zeros blue raspberry here.
Oh, are they out now?
Really?
Yep. They're out.
All right.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
In are they in the regular liquor stores or are they just in the gas
They-
stations?
They will be in the gas stations.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not
Sweet.
vodka. They're wine based.
Perfect. Jeez.
Yep.
Grant, have you had
Put,
any?
put that thing away, guy.
Grant, have you had any issues this season with opponents getting in your face?
I usually finish it before it starts, So no, I
See-
really I had an issue. I mean, I think I had 30 penalty minutes in my first series with GSU.
Yeah, we
Um,
did have you on the podcast
yeah,
broadcast too, and that's
was
when
not a
Holland
we.
wasn't around.
You-
that was when
you had
Holland
him on
wasn't
the
around, and I
podcast
got.
podcast.
I'll tell you what, even Rossi, because we went out to Squirrel Pizza. I'm dying to go to that place again. Rossi's like, Abdoo, it's okay. Like, I felt so bad. And Rossi's like, Abdoo, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But I felt like I let Holland down. Like, I screwed everything up for our podcast and everything like that. And lo and behold, everyone welcomed it. And then I know what I'm able to do on the podcast broadcast now.
We do have the same referee for this last home weekend. So Grant's
Okay.
gonna look to top the 30-minute mark.
that's right. That's
With
right.
the old
I'm
with the
going
old
out.
man
I'm going
line.
out with a bang. Going out with a bang.
So our listeners, Rossi and Gino are both the Gino, not a different Gino. Grant is they both play. They both play on the GSU hockey team. Rossi, if you guys saw my post, got his first goal in his first game. Had a second goal, but for some reason the referee suck and called
Oh
it
no,
off.
that would have been third. I scored 2 that weekend.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You were
You're
just-
right.
Me and Grant
Some
are just
unknown
student
reason
athletes.
the video quit
Yeah.
working on the
Yeah.
second game too. It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm
look.
so bummed. Did they delete the whole feed?
Yes.
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 He took his ball and went home. It was
Yep.
my wife cursing in the background though that did not help him stay on.
It's okay. We took the blame for it, for most of the blame
Yeah.
at least.
Oh man. But yeah.
That's a big hit. That's a big hit that game.
You did.
You did, and they couldn't even see him. Grant, how is your lower body? Because we had you on the podcast broadcast. You had some injuries. Are you healing up? Are you good to go? What's your status?
Well, I need surgery. I'm pretty sure. So I'll
Based
get
on the
that.
bulge from the back door, if that's the hernia, you definitely need surgery.
Yeah, yep. I gotta get that thing pulled out or put back in. However you look at it. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna need potential. I'll make one more opinion and then 'cause I was with Ponton out in Jackson Hole. I saw it was wild. I went to this
You were out with Ponton in his hole?
Jackson's hole. They were in Jackson's hole.
Who's
I was
Jackson?
jacking it-
Who's
I was
Jackson?
jacking- no. I was jacking his hole. No,
Do you have video of that?
He held him by the ears.
I'll bet his back door looks like your back door now.
He filmed it, so it's on his phone. So you have to take that up with him. But I was in this orthopedic surgery center there, and it was at the bottom of this hill, and it was every single person was in their ski gear with like broken legs, like and knees, and it was wild. Like I was like, this is a gold mine, like but so I've got a pretty high. I found out there I had a pretty high MCL tear, and then that'll heal up on its own with just some rehab, and then but talk to him about my um the other thing I have going on, which will probably need surgery at the end of the season. But I gotta finish it out. I gotta finish it out.
How long will you be out with your surgery if you get it?
Mm, I don't know if I could get a hold of if I get a hold of Cooch, and get his guy
Three
on me, I
days.
might. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 days.
48
in a
hours.
week.
48 hours.
Yeah, maybe I can borrow some of those organs he's growing down in Costa Rica.
You're going to come back with a Brazilian butt lift, too. Rossi, what are we making? I see you grilling.
You
Oh,
missed,
we're
you
gonna
missed
get
the
a
good stuff. I had some oysters.
Oh, son
I got
of
some
a gun.
pork chops right here and
Ooh,
scallops. Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
Did Holland finally finish that outdoor
He's
patio or
getting
what?
there. It's coming together pretty nicely here.
the roof is
Okay.
over it.
The roof is yep.
Screen is coming next. We put the walls in last week. Got to add a couple more.
Get a
and
plug for Holland Works in here.
Well, I know a company that designed some business cards for him about almost a year and a half ago. Like, we designed them. Someone designed them a year and a half ago, has them all done, just hasn't ordered them yet.
He's all word by mouth at this point, referral only.
Yeah.
It's
He's
been
so
that way
busy.
forever.
He's so busy. He's
Been that way forever.
word of mouth.
Oh man. But yeah, we got any more beer league bozos? Can we talk about Cape Cod chips?
Who's Cape Cod Chips?
Chips.
Yeah,
Think
go
about some-
ahead.
think
That's
about some
fine. Go right ahead.
referees. So I get hit in the face with the puck in that Tuesday game, and everybody comes up, checks if you're okay. But all that is one person wearing black and white stripes comes up and goes, instead of saying, "Are you okay?" He comes up and goes, I know somebody that lost an eye like that. I was like, sweet.
Perfect.
Can you just
Like,
be a normal
cool, go
person
fuck
for 2
yourself.
seconds? Yeah. Can you just be a normal person for 2 seconds? So, that's why I'm saying
Nope.
Cape Cod. I
Yeah,
think you guys
Chip
now know what I'm
and
talking about.
Chippendale is not
Louise.
Chippendale is not my favorite. I love to watch him dance, but I don't love to watch him ref.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think there's multiple people that would have that same opinion.
Club
I got
one.
some-
That's
Club
well,
one.
the best one was, obviously in the A League, as much as I give Holland crap, the Swamp Donkeys and the Wagon probably have the most fun when they play each other. And Jay on Holland's team called back his own goal and said, "I tripped the guy and didn't score. I can't let you call that a goal." And skated to the box and said, "No goal, no goal." And they called it off. And I was dying laughing at center ice.
We want to talk about Thursday's goal or no goal after the
Oh,
buzzer.
gosh.
The
Oh,
buzzer.
The one that went in that he's claimed wasn't a goal after the other guy called it a goal. Oh no, you're talking
The
about
buzzer. Corey's
you're talking-
goal,
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Like, Corey shot it, I think, on a Monday. It goes
Yeah, it
in
was a
net,
40
but
plus, yeah.
we played on a Tuesday or on a Thursday, and it goes in, and they called it like 4
He's
days
talking
later.
about their first goal.
When Corey scored the goal, the buzzer went off, and
Yep.
then they said, "Oh, it's a goal." It couldn't be more
Listen, I'm
not
still,
of a goal.
I'm still beefing with Corey because Corey owes me an assist from GSU. Just fed him backdoor perfectly.
Yes, we
He
know.
can't finish. He
know.
cannot finish any easy passes. So
He couldn't bury on the back door against us Thursday night, and you were giving him
Nope.
crap.
Nope. Yeah, I had to. Then we got Packard on the other bench, just yelling and giving it to everybody.
I actually was busting his chops today. I sent him a couple of texts. He was like, "Abdoo, back check. Well, there's an interview with Patrick Kane when he played against the Blackhawks for his reunion, and he's like, I could have back checked, but I didn't want to. I ended up scoring the game-winning goal in overtime. So I'm like, see, look at this interview. Patrick Kane doesn't back check, and he even says he doesn't even want to. So I
There's so many similarities between your game and Patrick Kane's game.
Hey, thank you, Pete. Thank you. Thank you. I told Packard, like, you wouldn't understand because we're in an elite level.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. He's just not there yet. He doesn't.
When am I
You're
getting in
thinking the
this league?
game. Yeah.
What did you say?
When am I getting in this league?
The,
I want to know.
you,
I've been
you-
trying to get you in, Grant. Let me just start another group chat. That's how you join our team.
Okay.
Holland has no
Make
say
sure-
anymore.
Make sure you do it at 10:45 at night while
Yeah.
I'm asleep, so I don't see it until the next
It
morning.
was only, in fairness to me, it was only 9:45 because I was in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah, my time.
forgot about that. So
That's where I earned the nickname Salt Daddy.
Because I can't even show up on the right day or time for my current league. You know,
Go ahead, tell everyone that
right
story.
day,
That was hilarious.
right day, wrong time, Grant. Right day,
I mean,
wrong
you
time,
could- I read
and an
through
honest
the
mistake. An honest mistake.
I read through the group chat even when I was there, and I realized like I'm 3 hours late for my game. I was like, what the hell? So I read through that chat like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, I still feel like I'm right where I should be. I should be here this time. None of it makes any sense. So, uh, yeah, that was yeah,
The
not
best part
good.
is though, Tyler's underwear and his sandal was still
Sandals sitting outside the rink.
when you walked in.
How long were they out there? Like 2 days?
2 days.
Oh, at least 2 days.
That was actually his.
And he said, he
Yeah.
save those. Those are mine. He's like,
Yep.
He
Oh,
left
still
them there
wants them
Monday
back.
night. He left them there Monday night, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday night. Okay.
They were there.
like,
they were
oh
there
my
Thursday when
God.
I went in back for.
could
for
someone
unit
grab those?
practice.
Those are mine. Sure, they've been outside for. And then who was it? They're like, oh, those were Those were Kyler's. Like I saw those the other night.
Me. That was me. I saw him Tuesday night when we were leaving.
I'm surprised some homeless guy just didn't just throw them on and keep them.
I know.
Pretty sure. Pretty
Or
sure.
use it as
we
a
actually-
mask.
Yeah. Pretty sure there's a homeless guy living in the gym at the rink right now. The kids told me it's haunted. I'm like, no. Pretty sure someone's just living there right now.
Oh no, gross. Oh. There was a guy
I mean,
that
I
was
don't
sleeping
think-
outside of the back door when it
Well,
snowed really bad here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know this story, right? From the first year the rink was open.
Yeah, the OD guy. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the craziest. I don't think we've ever told this story on podcast, but
I don't think I know this story.
Yeah,
oh,
let's go
you'll
with
love
it.
this one. All right, so this is breaking, but the first year Civic Center's open. Savannah Civic Center is an older barn with only one door that you can get in and out of at any hour of the day. But we're doing just the learn to skate hockey, and we have to get there at like 7 a.m. And we just hear like in the public bathroom, one of the kids comes out running that there's a dead guy in the bathroom, and turned out some homeless guy was OD'd in the bathroom. But the best part was we call 911. 911 gets there. They hit him with Narcan. He shoots right up, walks out, and declines medical treatment. He's walking in front of the stretcher.
Like nothing happened. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
It's like, oh, we'll see you again, Joe.
Oh
That's
my
amazing.
Yeah, and after that, we ended up with security at the front door.
Yeah, but he must have snuck in the back door. So
No, that was that first season. We had no security. He was
Oh.
pre-security, so he could have just trotted right on in and just
Yep.
walked past one of our phenomenal employees that work the front door.
Oh yeah, especially
Matter of fact, at that early in the morning, we might not have had any employees even at the front door. They may have just
Yeah,
opened
but-
it up and let the learn to skate come in.
You're assuming he was there. I think he had been there all night just having a party.
Yeah, who knows if he snuck in? He probably snuck in,
Yeah.
Very well could have.
eating the bird seed in that kitchen area, just trying to get a meal or something.
But that's why I'll miss the Civic Center. We won't have any of that in Fort Wentworth. It'll just be
Oh
industrial.
no, that's true. Well, I don't know. You still get some lot lizards hanging
That's
around
true.
the rink because that's not too far from a couple of truck stops. They could walk there. Knowing some of our guys, they might bring the lot lizards with them.
What is
One of
Grant
them might
doing?
be-
Is Grant
Might have
alive?
somebody,
don't know.
yeah.
Grant
I'll
laid
take
the
a
phone
poop.
down.
Are you really?
Yeah. Must see.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, we need ratings. I dare you,
I don't think this
Grant.
is a rating.
I dare you.
Don't dare anything. Stop that. We got Rob peeing on a hot mic. Now we got Grant pooping.
This will be a
What
true
am I
dump.
looking
A
at? Am I
true
looking
dump.
at your? Is that your
looks-
bathroom like the tub curtains?
That's some tough curtains.
It's a towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, the phones.
This is a real dump and skate.
We
Like,
are everyone's so professional on this podcast. Very-
you took your shirt off to poop?
Oh, this is gonna be a hot one.
So wait, so you
Yeah,
had to take the bucket off to get the shirt off, right?
No,
And he
no,
strapped-
all my shirts are custom fitted to this helmet.
yeah. They go on.
They're custom
I
fitted
have
to
a
this helmet.
friend that takes his shirt off when he poops.
Full nude poo. He's got no
Yeah.
pants on either, boys.
Why
Full
would he?
nude.
I would
full
hope you're
nude
not.
poo.
we call these spicy poops. I had a little
What did you
I
eat?
don't know, some Bowl Street tacos last night, you know?
Ooh.
I've been struggling today. Yeah. Yeah.
Like hurry ups or just constant like IBS
Just
going to the
constant.
bathroom?
Just constant. Just
So you're not
constant.
peeing. You're not peeing out of your ass or anything.
Abdoo, we sent an email to a vendor like an hour before we did this, trying to get like connected.
We did.
This is what we shoot.
did.
An hour later, is Grant naked?
All right,
taking
we
a
don't
dump.
upload this one
Can't
until we hear
upload
back
this one
from
for a
him.
few days.
Yeah.
No, we
really
upload this
we
tonight.
really want you guys to be a part of the
This is
podcast.
good. Grant on the can is the thumbnail for this podcast.
You think Sprints has already checked out at this point?
Meat and
Well,
potatoes.
Let's go back. Yeah, let's go back to beer league. Beer league. How one? I
love
still think
this.
it's weird that we're still getting used to just people getting undressed in the locker rooms of our beer leagues. Am I right? It's really people are really like weird about that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to just put my dirty clothes back on and leave. Like,
Abdoo
gonna go
wears his dirty
shower.
clothes to play in, and then
I wear my
puts clothes-
shorts.
Abdoo puts clothes on top of his dirty clothes to then leave the rink.
yeah,
I'm as what my nephew called me. Not a dirt
Weird?
bag. No, he called me. What did he call me? He didn't call me a
Smelly?
dirt bag. No,
Gross. Disgust.
no, none
An
of
animal?
those. No,
Oh.
none of those. None of those.
I don't know. I'm out of options here.
yeah. You're like the guy on Instagram that just wants to get his own scent going. It's
His own
beautiful.
scent.
Yeah.
His own scent.
Grant, are you wiping?
He just hit mute, so something's.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is not the spicy.
Hold up
part
two
of the
fingers
food.
if you're wiping.
Either that or he just.
Oh my gosh!
I was like,
This
either
is
that or he just
really-
went full Elvis and he went down.
You guys are worried about me wearing my same shorts because I wear a pair of shorts under my gear and then a pair of shorts over it. What about the other guys that don't appreciate a good, true locker room? And I'm not
It's
going to
okay,
call the
that's
guy
why-
out.
In fairness,
Yeah,
in
they
fairness,
never grew up.
I don't
playing
think.
hockey.
There you go. Yeah, he's never been around it.
But
Yeah,
even
that's
as
why I need
even
to
as
do-
a
I need to
grown
do it.
boy, it's still funny. Like when you fell down and
That's a good
can I say what happened?
That was hilarious.
So this is at the beginning of the game. Rossi is getting dressed, putting on his hockey gear, and in a blink of an eye, you see nothing but Rossi laying down, but butt cheeks facing up. That game when he had the puck, I was yelling, butt cheek, butt cheek.
I still
But
don't know why I fell.
He has no idea what happened. Grant, how long are you wiping for? There's got to be a lot of mud. A lot of mud on that paper.
To break out the pressure washer. That's
I
why
mean,
he's
we're
got
already
it on
on a
mute.
third story, and he's.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rossi just bit it, and he didn't even have his skates on. This is like
He was trying to put his jock on,
And
so
you
he
just
was
see-
he was completely bare bottom, 1 foot in the jock, 1 foot attempted in the jock, and the next you know he is face down, butt up,
Planted.
like inside of Rob's bag, like right middle of the room, like you fell over into Rob's bag.
and he just
and
goes,
and all I can see is Tommy in the other room dying laughing.
and he goes, I don't even know how that happened. I don't even know what happened.
Just butt cheeks all up in the air. Jeez, what is going on in the Blair Witch house over there?
No,
Good
it's a-
grief.
no toilet paper
You know
shortage
what?
there.
You know what though? Our B team actually won that game, so maybe that's what's been the problem.
Those are his shorts.
We need butt cheek. That's
No,
what
we
started
don't.
our run. That's what
in
started
the locker
our
room. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Was that the-
I do adult skills, Abdoo. I think you need to just do locker room skills.
I would.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Could you?
Oh gosh, Grant. Good grief, man.
Wrinkleberry Saccosaurus.
We're just watching Grant get dressed.
It is. This is like POV. He's wearing his. Looks like a tip. Hey Grant, I'm a little upset that I found out that you guys were in Hilton Head and you didn't even bother reaching out to me.
Yeah, I sorry
You
about
dropped
that.
the ball
I
on that. You
apologize.
dropped the
I
ball
did.
on that.
I did drop the ball on
I would
that.
have met up with you guys, gone out for food, and I'm a little hurt. but
I
whatever.
go surfing out there like every other week. on Saturdays.
That's
Like,
fine.
whenever I'm home.
We can reenact Baywatch. I'll run slow and watch my titties bounce. You could pretend like you're drowning. I'll give you mouth to mouth. Speaking of titties, you were there when Cooch shot the puck at my titties the other day, right?
You had your training bra on, though. You're okay.
I did.
Oh
I
my
did.
God. I think Pack had the best response though when you caught the puck. You're like, how was I supposed to get it out of the zone? He hit me in the tits. He goes, you catch it and you run it.
Just skate.
Catch and skate.
Oh man.
Wait, was this at the 10:45 game?
Yeah, this was the B game. No, this was our Thursday B
Oh,
game.
this was the Thursday B League game.
Yeah.
Oh,
10:45
yeah.
game.
The one game where I literally I don't know how, and I was ready to murder somebody. That one time I circled our zone 3 times, the offensive zone, and I look and there's everyone. Hey, how you doing?
It's just like watching poetry in motion. You're just in awe.
Good.
I'm 39 with a bad knee. Just please get open for me so I can pass you the puck. This is not fun.
Hey, Grant, just to let you know, your next game is Tuesday at 9:15.
Thank
Guess
you.
who you're playing?
Thank you.
We're playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
You get to play them, and you get to play them 2 weeks in a row. I don't know
Yeah.
why the schedule planned out like this. We should have played you guys last
Can we just
week.
do a
Is
can we
this
just do a
playoffs
shootout
technically?
next week?
No, you have
No.
Yeah.
you have 2 more
Well,
games. You have 2 more games in playoffs.
I have an announcement, guys. This will probably be my last games of the Savannah season because I'm away next week. So I doubt any of our teams will make it past the first round of playoffs. So the zeros will be done after 1 week. So
So are we just going ham? Are we just going ham at GSU? Just going out with a bang?
What's
Yeah.
the rules? Can we bring in like sub? If we bring in subs, do they have to be a part of
no,
Savannah hockey or is it just USA hockey?
All right, calm down there, Mr. 40
Relax.
plus.
Here's
We
the rule.
just we literally just talked
Relax,
about
Grant.
this. We just
the
talked
rule.
about this before you guys hopped on.
Here's the rule for subs: is as long as I add them to our zeros group chat, we can do whatever we want.
So next thing you know, we're
I
getting
got-
like the entire like GSU roster. Hey, I
No,
did
you
ask.
don't.
I'm going to go look
You
at the
don't want all
roster
of them.
spreadsheet, and all of a sudden, the Zeros roster is going to have like 35 names on it. I'm like, I didn't do this, guys. I don't know where these came from.
Just blame me.
We were looking for subs in our 40 plus game, and I just go, yeah, I'll just ask Perino and Pellegrino to play. And like, Holland goes, they're not even in their 30s yet. And I go, perfect. We'll get them to play.
Perino's basically like a 40-year-old man.
I mean, he's got the dad bod. And those
He's working
feet,
on it.
those feet. Holy moly, those look like
They're
seal
seal
flappers. They look like seal
The
flappers.
seals.
I think.
Or
I think the best comparison was when they looked at the picture of the penguin because that's the body.
Yeah,
that was Holland. Holland did that one.
Got the
the
body.
Danny
and the
DeVito
flappers.
penguin.
Yep.
Love it. Love
Perino, I love you. I'm going to use this as a screen grab, and I'm just going to take a picture of your feet and
Yeah.
use it.
Oh my gosh,
That was
that's
a
funny.
fun day. That was a fun day in the showers. I'll say that.
Oh yeah.
I saw
was
all
a-
the videos. It looked like a lot of fun.
Oh, you didn't
Yeah,
see
you
all
guys
the
missed out.
videos.
No, I know I didn't see all of them.
You didn't see the rest of the night.
You didn't see the rest of the night.
Oh my God. I'll just cap it with this, Grant. Is it okay if I tell about the shirt that you wore out that night?
Oh yeah. And
Grant, we're sitting at dinner at a really nice restaurant. Grant's got a shirt on that says, "I'm the reason my dick tastes like chapstick."
Oh, really? Where'd you get that shirt?
There's a picture of me on there, literally.
Yeah, we're at this nice restaurant. Rue is slapping me because I'm yelling too loud the whole time for my birthday dinner.
They're talking about prostitutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone else was quiet because they wanted to know what was going on at our table.
Yeah.
You know, one of those nights.
yep.
A
Yeah.
true Zeros degenerate table.
The
Yeah.
only other time I've been yelled at was when we were at Disney World. Zeros was sitting at Disney World.
Is that when I was texting you?
Yeah. I was reading your text out loud in Disney
Yep.
World.
That was when we got the pictures of never a good idea. That was when
Yeah.
we got the pictures of Pac being the babysitter.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
funny.
I hate to go here, guys, but I got to drop because I got to get dinner for the kids.
All good. We'll bump you guys out. Appreciate you jumping on. And
Yep.
yeah,
But I do have to finish airing my grievance here. If you win,
All right.
if you win championship number 3, I'm axing everything. Let me get
I
all
don't
the
even
refs to help out the red team. Let me get all the best players. What else?
Holland's
What else does he
paying
do, Abdoo?
refs.
Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh, you need a makeup game? Oh, we're not even gonna get you refs. It's okay.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
It's all about me and
Yeah,
my team. If I'm not the
I
captain,
know.
you're not winning.
Holland's pulling some tricks out there on the 40 plus league and wherever else he
Oh,
goes. You got to
can
be.
we
You
talk
got.
about the
He's
last two playoff games I've played against Holland in the championship where my goalie got kicked out and he
yeah.
basically put a bounty on my head. He
One
said,
hundred
"Oh, just
percent.
take him out." Yep. And then the next game where we score to basically tie it up, and we get Cape Cod going, "No goal, no goal," and then he
Cape
goes, "I love you,
Cod.
Holland."
It wasn't even Cape Cod. It was your
I've never
surfer,
Oh, the
bro.
cap.
It was
I've
surfer,
never
bro.
seen I've never seen a goalie in men's league ever in all my years get kicked out except championship games against Holland.
Yep.
To be fair, to be fair, Kyler was on a bit of a tear for whatever reason. Those last three games of that season,
Maybe
he
it's also because we had six players and one of your players just ran
well,
me
no,
over with
hang
no
on.
call.
He filled in for us like 2 games before that, and he went nuts on Cape Cod, and I thought for sure he was going to get a penalty or something. And I mean, like him and Cape Cod were like screaming at each other, and I was looking at Kyler like, "Hey, like maybe calm down a bit." And he was like, "No, f that." And I was like, "Okay, never mind, Kyler. Do whatever you want to do." So I don't know why he was so bent out of. I know what you're saying in that game, but like this holy smokes, he was losing his mind. So he was having a bit of a bad spell with referees there for the last few games of that season,
Yeah.
2 seasons ago. It was not good. It was not fun to
You
be
want to
around.
see you want to see a bad spell with referees come next weekend.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They will be there. They'll be
Come
doing the
come.
podcast broadcast.
We'll
And
be
on that,
did you
Yeah.
I
say,
gotta go because I'm getting looked at by Rue. She's ready to kill me.
all right, boys.
Give her the pork chop. Say, I'm doing
will.
a podcast.
Oh,
Well,
I'm watching
he doesn't-
Grant's dog hump him and
he
watching
doesn't-
Grant take a doo-doo.
He doesn't want to make another broadcaster quit.
oh gosh. All right, guys. Thanks.
All
We'll
right.
see you later.
See
All
ya.
right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry about that. I'm not really. I'm
No,
not
you're
really.
not.
No, I'm not. So,
You suck.
yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. I mean, they kept it clean. Oh, Pete
Oh,
kept
that's
it clean.
clean? Okay.
Pete
I was
kept
gonna
it
say,
clean.
It
Pete kept it clean.
looked like a lot of butt cheeks going on for clean.
Well, they are clean now because he spent, what, 10,
6.5
15
minutes
to wipe.
Jeez Louise. Hold up 2 fingers if you're wiping. At the 56-minute mark.
Oh,
At the 1 hour and 2 minute mark, he reappeared. Like, holy smokes. So I wonder if he's shifted from wiping to the bidet or something.
maybe he did
Good
both.
grief.
Maybe he wipes and then uses a bidet. That will be
Might have been a good
something.
idea.
We'll talk about it on the podcast broadcast this Friday at 7.
Maybe not.
And this Saturday at 4:00.
Got it.
On our YouTube channel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being a part of this.
Meat and potatoes, Sprints. I'm sure you skipped through all of that.
I'm very sad that I was a part of some of this, unfortunately. So, but anyways, we love Pete. We love Grant. Excited having those guys on to give me a bunch of crap for a good 15 or 20 minutes. It's always my favorite. So, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe button, follow us on all the different platforms. And like I said, we got more good stuff coming your way, stuff we had to cut short today because we had our good buddies on. So, like I said, we'll do another one here in the very near future. And we got some guests lined up as well. One really, really special one coming this summer that we're not going to say anything more other than that. It should be really exciting. Might have to be a 2, 3, 4, or 5-part podcast because they're going to have a lot of good stories. So, no, we will not tell you if you ask us when you see us. So you'll just have to hang around and wait. So, guys,
Just
thanks
grease
for
our
listening.
grease our palms, and then we'll think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that was the other part I was going to say. If you don't get signed up before that June 12th or 21st or whatever date it was for the tournament, if you sign up after that, you have to pay $100 extra, and the extra $100 goes to Dump and Skate podcast to make sure we stay on the air for another couple
We're
of years.
trying to
So,
buy a trumpet for our podcast. So.
trumpet. Ba-doop. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We love you. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye, bitches.
Burn.